This is Oilersnation Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Oilers. 1 hour of straight hockey talk with Bagged Milk, Tyler, Liam, Rick, and Dan starts now.
We'll see if we get to an hour. I say yes.
Sometimes these ones surprise you a little bit because you're like, boy, there's nothing to talk about. And then you just get caught in a couple tangents and it's like, oh shit, that was fun.
I was telling Dan I'm leaning a little heavier on Ask the Idiots today.
Yeah, that's fair.
No Rick. Rick's gone. He's doing Rick things. What is that? It's a mystery. Could be anything.
Liam, another wedding.
Liam is having the summer of weddings.
He did say he has 2 more and then he's done. So he's good in August.
That's too many.
But also I do actually kind of feel bad for him because he's a groomsman in like almost all of them.
Oh.
So
stop being so friendly.
Well, there's that. And a bunch of them where he didn't get the option to rent a new suit and you need to match everybody. So he's had to buy himself, I think, like 3 suits this summer.
Plus gift, plus.
All right. Plus, I mean, if you're in the wedding party, that's how many bachelor parties and It's been an expensive summer for our boy.
Do you know how much he gives as a gift, considering your wedding is in 2 weeks? Or a week?
No, but he's in the wedding party, so I feel like I don't expect anything. Your wedding party doesn't have to get you gifts. They bought suits. That's expensive.
Are you getting your groomsmen a gift?
Yeah, I got them a little bit of something already, but I have a little surprise plan for them, yes.
All right, a little bag of Sour Patch Kids maybe for the boys.
That'd be a nice touch.
A little shareable bag, though. Not everybody gets one.
Money's tight.
Yep. So, we're shorthanded today. We got a B squad. That's okay.
We're killing a 5-on-3.
Hey, it happens. You know what? It happens sometimes. So we're going to start off with a delicious debate for our friends at Odd Company like we always do. Of course, Odd Company, proud partner of Nation Beer Everyday Lager. Find it at either Odd Company location here in the city or liquorconnect.com. Search it up. Find a liquor store near you that sells it. If they don't, ask them to bring it in and ask why they make such poor life choices. I'd like to know. Have you gone into a liquor store and requested Nation Beer and then they bring it in? You tell me. We will write strongly worded letters to all liquor stores that won't bring it in. Dan's working on that over the weekend. A little template. We're just going to fill it in like Mad Libs. Tyler, what do you got for the delicious debate today?
I mean, listen, it's the only thing going on online. It's all people are talking about. What are your expectations for Happy Gilmore 2?
Well, first of all, I noticed I'm not in the credits. Well, ooh. I didn't notice that. Waz woke up this morning just to watch the credits.
That's hilarious.
I don't know why he thought we would be in there, even though I made the joke that we would be. We're not.
Oh, he thought because
we did the promo.
Reached out to and did a little promo during the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
That you were going to get credited in the movie.
Well, I told
him false hope.
That's right. I did.
Yeah, you can.
I told him we were going to be credited and he woke up and looked. And then he texted me at, I'm going to say this was 9 a.m. probably.
Yeah, I was expecting to be like, yeah, he stayed.
Yeah, 9 a.m. was texting me, goes, we're not in the credits. I go,
Which also means he spent like 15 minutes watching through the whole, like not just the first few they flash up, the whole credits.
No, because like if we were in there, you'd be deep in the credits.
Yeah.
Maybe he was looking for your
Perhaps.
That's fair. He's in there. He's like, where's bagged milk?
I
haven't seen bagged milk mentioned here once. He told me we were going to be in here.
I do have a legit delicious debate. I wrote this, OilersNation.com. My article I did this week was just about like kind of how the Oilers seem to be taking the approach of, hey, we're getting younger, right? Howard, Savoy, transitioning the roster. But it's also coming at a point where like you can look at what every team in the West did. And maybe part of it is just that it's been a quiet summer in the NHL. But I don't believe any team in the Western Conference got scarier, became a bigger threat to the Oilers to knock them off the mantle and like go to the Cup final. So I'll ask you guys, does any team in the West scare you more next year than they did this past year?
Well, LA did get Cody Ceci. So that's one right there. You got to think about that.
Didn't work for Dallas though. They got Cody Ceci.
Yeah.
He only works in game 7s.
Did anybody get better? So the obvious answer that kind of comes to mind is you would think of the Vegas Golden Knights. They landed the best free agent. However, they also took a significant shot to their decor.
No Pietrangelo. Nick Hague.
Nick Hague went the other way.
Nick
Roy went the other way.
And Nick Roy went the other way. Nick Hague went to Nashville, though. They traded him, couldn't afford him anymore. So they did get Marner. If the Oilers started a best of 7 tomorrow against the Vegas Golden Knights, are you any more worried about their chances than you were this year?
No, because Mitch Marner doesn't perform in the playoffs.
I think that the Vegas Golden Knights will beat us in the regular season. I think that if there's one team I'm still worried about, it's what the Winnipeg Jets can do with
just a little bit of a culture change there with Johnny Taves coming in, maybe kind of changing the mindset there and being able to put themselves over the hump. But yeah, there's just really no team in the West that made a step that makes me believe that they stepped ahead of the Edmonton Oilers to win the Western Conference right now.
Even Winnipeg, like they lost Nick Ehlers and didn't replace him. Like I don't, Colorado's interesting, but I don't know if you can go to Daily Faceoff and look at their bottom six and their second and third pairings on the blue line. And you're kind of like, oh boy, like that doesn't look like a team that's going to go on a deep run. Like, I don't know. I think the Oilers and maybe Edmonton saw this a little bit, and it's why they went and were like, you know what? We can have the Ike Howard thing, and we can bring in Matt Savoy, and, I'm sure they'll look to extend Jake Wallman too. He's closer to 30, but like, I think part of the reason why we maybe saw the Oilers act the way they did this summer is because they looked around the West and went like, oh, no one made like big crazy splashes except for Vegas, and there's another side to the Vegas conversation. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the Oilers will like dominate the division and put up 122 points, but like who knows how things change during the season. But like, I still think the Oilers are the team to beat in the West.
Well, and before the Stanley Cup Finals, I was on Chicago Hockey Radio, and they asked me, what do you think of the Oilers' ability to be able to run this thing back, whether they win or lose? And I did just really feel like when you look around that Western Conference, there is no team that is ready to just steamroll what the Edmonton Oilers are able to bring to the table, as opposed to what the Florida Panthers have been able to do against us otherwise. There's just no Florida Panthers in our division right now, or in our conference right now, to be able to take us off that top of the pedestal.
I don't know that there are teams that got a whole lot better in the West. I mean, there's teams that are already good. Like Colorado's already good.
Yeah.
Did they get much better? I don't think so. I'd be concerned about Colorado just because I think they had a horrible start to last season, and I just think that they'll be better by default. But in terms of additions, Marner's the big guy that ended up in the conference, but they also lost some major pieces on D. So like, that could get sawed off very quickly.
But Seattle did re-sign Kako.
They did, yep.
And they signed Ryan Lindgren. But like, last year, I think there were, and like, it's what we do, and it was totally understandable. But like when Nashville signed all those guys, everyone's kind of like, whew, Yossi, Saros, Forsberg, and now you're adding Stamkos, Marchus, O'Shea. Like, look out for the Preds. And then we obviously saw how that worked. But even like a couple of the mushy middle teams, like Minnesota did basically nothing. St. Louis didn't really do anything. Utah and Anaheim are like the two teams who you look at and go like, okay, they got like tangibly better. But those are two teams who are trying to become playoff teams.
Right.
Like they probably did enough to work themselves into the playoff conversation for Utah, maybe like be a playoff team. There's not like an up and coming team even that like I'm all that scared of. Like in the East, if I was in the Eastern Conference, I'd be like, man, Montreal's doing like some really exciting things. And Florida brought everybody back. So like that's obviously concerning because it'll be a full year of Marchand and all of that. Maybe New Jersey you'd even look at and be like, all right, young team, like look at what they're doing. They filled some gaps. Jack Hughes healthy for a year. But in the West, it'll be the usual suspects, but like the Oilers have beaten the usual suspects back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm. So not LA.
In the Oilers division, LA is going to have to hope Darcy Kemper can be Vezina caliber at 36 years old. Again, back-to-back seasons.
And Alexei Kopitar can turn the clock back in his last year.
Yeah, again, which he's done the last number of seasons. And like Drew Doughty can turn the clock. They're hoping for so much. They didn't go out and get a piece where you're like, look out.
They're just Kempe going to have to carry the load.
Yeah. Calgary did nothing.
No.
Like, I actually don't think Calgary made a transaction. I'm saying that somewhat in jest, but like who on their team is new?
Just prospects.
They actually didn't make a transaction. Yeah, same team. Like literally the exact same team. So like Calgary, you have a hard time saying they're going to be better because again, like Dustin Wolf was all world. How much better is Dustin Wolf next year? I think they're mushy. Vancouver got worse from where they were a year ago. Mm-hmm. Anaheim's better, but how much better? Seattle is irrelevant largely. San Jose's better, but how much better? Like the Pacific Division might weirdly be like a 2-team division next year.
Seattle's so weird to me because like they made the playoffs that one year and then they've been, like you said, totally irrelevant since.
And like 24 points up on San Jose. So like they're not bad enough to be like getting great picks bad, but they also finished 25 points back of the Oilers for that last Pacific playoff spot. So it's like
But that's exactly where we thought of an expansion team would be.
Yep.
Right. Like this is what we thought Vegas was going to have happen to them, where it was going to just be kind of like struggling to find that identity because you bring in a bunch of Jordan Eberle type players who are not game breakers, but are not the worst player on their team either.
You lose every game by 1 goal and it's like, damn.
Yeah. It is weird to have guys like you saying that they are completely irrelevant, but it's truth.
Like they finished 11, if you just go straight up wins losses, they finished 12 games under 500, 35 and 47, and they only had a minus 18 goal differential. Like they literally just win. They either win by a goal or lose by a goal and like move on to the next one. It's crazy.
All the best, Seattle. You have a cool arena.
They do.
And I like that Nirvana is your goal song.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
But yeah, I just think it's very, in a way, and not to maybe just like heap too much credit on them for no reason, but like, in a way, I give this Oilers front office like some credit for maybe like looking around and being like, hey, we're probably going to be able to go on a run again next year, like to an extent, no matter what. Let's use this as a chance to not rebuild, but like inject some youth into this team, get some guys who can be fits for a long time, find some bargain contracts. Like, I think it was a really smart summer.
I don't know when it's going up, but I wrote a 5 bold predictions article for Oilersnation.com. And you want to know what one of my bold predictions is, Tyler?
I do.
Matt Savoy wins the Calder.
That's real bold and not because I'm even saying like, I think Savoy has a very, very intriguing ceiling. I just think the competition for the Calder is going to be crazy.
Yep.
Like Ivan Demidov is probably going to be like a 70-point guy for the Habs.
That's why it's a bold prediction, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting bold in July. That's what we do. I want to know from you. I want to hear from you. Hit us up on socials. Let me know. Did any of the teams in the Western Conference get so much better that you think we should be worried? I say nigh. But what say you? Let's get into the news, although very limited news for our friends at Noodle. Great deal they got going on right now. You can add 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 wontons for just $2 with the purchase of any signature or premium box. $2.
That's unreal.
For 2 green onion cakes? That's good living. Great living. You can order in-store or at oodlenoodle.ca for takeout. Go get yourself something to eat this weekend. Get in on that deal. Come on. Or if you want to help donate some money to their friends at Sports Central, every Thai hot box sold in July and August, 10% of the sales will go over to Sports Central to refurbish and redistribute gently used sports equipment. Let's get more kids playing sports.
Ty, do you come with the Thai box?
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this now on every show, but I played it great with that $2 add-on.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hungry on my drive home. Got the $2 add-on, which is 2 green onion cakes. Just ate one.
Yep.
Put my Thai box in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Later that night, dinner time, heat it up, eat that. Later that night, come home from softball, need a snack. 2nd green onion cake is ready to go.
See?
Unreal.
That's planning, friends.
Yeah.
That's how you do it at Oodle Noodle. All right. Not a whole lot of news going on right now, but we're going to work through it quickly. Despite some rumors that hit social media this week, according to Jason Gregor, the Oilers are not looking to sign prospect Nikita. How do you say this? Yevseyev?
Yevseyev.
Yevseyev. To an entry-level contract this summer. It's probably looking at next summer. So if you were excited about Nikita Yevseyev, you have to wait.
They do have a lot of it makes sense because they kind of made their decisions already in terms of organizational depth on the blue line. They have 7 defensemen down in Bakersfield already. Atro Lepinen was a big ad from Finland. They're excited to see what he can do. I think they're way higher on Alec Regula than people think. I think he could push for some playing time at points throughout the season. So you don't want to gum up the system with as much as you need depth. And last year it was a problem that Bakersfield didn't have enough players.
Yeah, they didn't have humans.
Yeah.
Like a beer league team.
You also don't just want to stunt guys' development by loading it up. Bo Akey should be down there this year. You don't want to stunt guys' developments by loading it up with veterans that eat up the playing time.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have Josh Brown for 2 more years.
Well,
Mount Rushmore of hilarious Oilers signings, right?
Now let me think about that. That's an interesting, delicious debate. When you get a chance to give a guy like that a 3-year deal, you got to take it. Those are the rules. It's written in the CBA. Is it one of the funniest ones? Oh, you know what? One of the is a Mount Rushmore signing that actually didn't happen was when they offer sheeted Thomas Vanek.
Yeah, that was a good
That
one.
goes up there because that would have been 4 firsts.
And that would have been 4 firsts in the Taylor Hall range. Good. I don't think Thomas Vanek was turning the Oilers into not a lottery team.
That's right. I'd put that one on the Mount Rushmore. That's one of the best that never was.
Giving up the pick just to grossly overpay Nikita Nikitin.
Also good.
Great. Signing Nikolai Habibulin fresh off of his DUI charges, and as well being a champion in Chicago that they were willing to just let go.
Yeah.
We signed him thinking that was going to fix our
That one
franchise.
also, to tag onto that one, Dan, that was, they didn't want to give Rolly 2 years. So they went out and got Nikolai Habibulin instead.
Man, I'm looking up.
What else you got? I like this exercise. The Mount Rushmore.
Anton Belov wasn't really that funny because like that's all good. Like you want to try to take a stab
He was
on
the best defenseman in the KHL.
Yeah, so like I like taking shots like that. Very
Sure.
similar to like if Atro Lepinin doesn't pan out. It's like no, like you took a shot on the guy.
Or
Like
the guy from Sweden. What's that guy's name?
Joel
one-
Persson.
No, not Joel Persson, the one that they're expecting this year.
Oh, David Tomasek?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like if
Scratch
he works,
ticket.
that's great.
Yeah.
7 worst Oilers signings. Sheldon Surrey. No.
Disagree. Just because that went sideways, I disagree.
Yeah. Even like this one here, I'm reading a Bleacher Report article that has them 7 worst signings of the millennium for the Oilers. Dustin Penner's number 3. He came here and scored like 20 plus goals a season.
Not really.
I don't agree with that one either. He was a fine Oiler. There was that one, I don't remember which Olympics it was, but he started that season on such a tear. They were talking about him potentially playing on the Olympic team that one year.
He had 27 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Nikita Nikitin?
Yeah, like giving up the pick for him, and
Back
then
in 2014, signed him to a 2-year, $4.5 million deal.
this list is awful.
Well, let's run through it. Let's kibosh their list.
Number 7, it's a list of 7 for some reason. Fernando Pisani.
What?
That wasn't bad.
Signing him?
after
They mean
those-
signing him after the Stanley Cup
after this,
Finals
to
run.
a 4-year, $2.5 million deal. They said that was bad.
And it's our fault that he got ulcerative colitis, or is it his?
Mhm.
I can't remember.
Someone's fault.
Oh, absolutely
someone's fault.
nonsense.
Number 6, the Joffrey Lupul deal, I guess. But like they got out of that. That wasn't like hilarious. It was like,
Well, and like Chris Pronger held a gun to their head a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
Number 5.
Just a touch.
Number 5 is the Taylor Hall extension. That was a great deal.
Yeah, well, that's an awful take.
4 is Surrey. 3 is Penner.
So
2 is Habibulin.
okay.
So that one makes sense. And number 1 is Sean Horkoff.
What?
So what happened was this person just woke up from a coma and had to write down 7 people that we've signed,
Yeah.
and then thought that that was the title that they should put on it.
Sean Horkoff taking shrapnel in here. He was a fine captain.
Okay, I guess I could give the Horkoff re-signing to the, what was it, 5 million?
6 or I think it was 6 by 6, right? Or something.
I think it was in the 5s.
Oh, okay.
Because it was the precursor to the Eberle, Nugent-Hopkins, those kinds of deals.
And he had just had like what was his points the year before in that cup run? It was like, didn't he have like 65 points or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's a franchise that's also trying to save face a little bit.
You couldn't be like, sorry, we're holding tight. And like all of a sudden he's
We're going
gone.
to tighten our purse strings because we just got rid of Chris Pronger
You know,
Yeah.
grind down on Sean Horkoff.
and Pekka. And Pekka was gone too.
If we're talking just like it is funny in hindsight, Ferentz immediate captain.
Yep,
That's
a good
probably
one.
on there.
Yep, that's a good one.
Lucic, the Lucic rollout was
Not great. Yeah.
I love.
mildly
That
successful.
reminds me when they did it on the building across the street.
Mhm.
They gave him the jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
first game, and he grabbed Derek England because he looked
all
at the
time
data
bad
wrong.
one. It's not a contract signing, but trading for Brandon Manning's on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
And then finding out that we were scouting him for a while, we had been pursuing him, and that they didn't ask McDavid ahead of time. Oh,
Belanger just because of the lore,
extra year?
the extra year.
Yep, he believed in the system.
Yeah, the lore of that one is.
Shout out to the Belanger Triangle if you've been around long enough.
There's this great article actually that I found that Zach wrote a couple summers ago, where he just went through every summer from the last decade and gave them all. Also funny in the sense that it just fell apart so fast. Like Jack Campbell only being a viable goalie for like
6 minutes.
Yeah, he basically remember. This would have been 2 years ago, but he was so good in training camp, and we were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
he's here. Soup's here.
thank God!" Like
Soup's
he
hot.
figured it out. And then in first game, they lost like 7-1 to Vancouver, and it was like, "Yeah, this isn't going to work out, is it?" Pouliot, I liked. The Pouliot and Fane deals weren't like horrible. Like buying out Pouliot, I thought was dumb.
I thought Pouliot was a serviceable player. They could have waited.
Like same thing. 2015, they signed Sekera, and like that was
Sexy Reg. I liked Sexy Reg.
that was a really really good signing.
Again, he got hurt, but he was a very, very serviceable defenseman until he got hurt.
Yeah. Tobias Reeder.
Hey, something in the water.
The reason
He'd only scored 10 to 12 more goals.
Exactly.
He would have made the playoffs that year.
Yeah. The Gaetan Haas, Thomas Yurkjo summer.
Don't you fucking dare.
I like
Gaetan Haas.
Uncle Yessie Yo.
Oh, Yessie Yoensu. He had a great preseason.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Ty Ratty Award. I love it.
Which we've retroactively given out, which is awesome.
You got it. You got it.
Got to go back in time.
Yeah, I remember Jones was like, they found a gem out of like the woods in Finland. And it's like, no.
Uncle Jesse, they called him.
Another thing that happened this week, Cory Perry spoke to TSN 1050, and I quote, "Came about pretty quickly, him signing in LA. Kenny signed me in Edmonton, so we reached out. And I have to say, it was tough leaving Edmonton. We had a good thing set up there family-wise, and there's a great group of guys. But it's a new chapter. We're looking forward to it. These playoffs, I probably felt the best I have in 5 or 6 years. When you still have that competitiveness and that willingness to go to the rink every day, put a smile on your face and work hard and have fun, it keeps you going. We're looking forward to the season." I assume it had nothing to do with the $4 million that Ken Holland offered him.
No. $4 million, you get to live somewhere on the beach. Deal. Although, if you remember, Cody Ceci, was this Perry or Ceci?
Perry.
Oh, Perry, yeah. Back in California, like that makes a ton of sense for him too.
That contract is going to age awesome. And again, I liked Cory Perry here too. But if they had given him that exact same deal in Edmonton, people would have lost it.
And also, like, other times undefeated. Was he going to score 20 goals again? Probably not.
We were unhappy at his $1 million mark.
Yeah.
That is true. Yes.
So add a $3 million to that.
That's one of those two. Like, I did want him back this year, but as soon as it came out that it was that much money, it was like not even thinking twice. Like, thumbs up. Thanks for your service.
There was like a quote, and I'm paraphrasing it. I can't remember exactly it, but like Stauffer on his show was teasing it could be like, oh, he's looking for 2 to 3 at least. And I'm like, 2 to 3?
I was like, you can get an extra 200,000. Like, I'll give you 1.5. But like, that's the extent of where I was willing to go with Perry. Again, it's different because like we get to sit here and we're not the ones with like the money in front of us. But I just look at a guy like that, $100 million in career earnings. And it's like, if it really was all about like, I want to win a Stanley Cup, you would sign back in Edmonton for $1 million.
Or leagueman.
Yeah. But there's obviously more to it than that. And I think for a guy like Perry, who like, where is he retiring? In Edmonton or back in Anaheim where he started? Probably back in Anaheim. So for him, this is probably like a nice exit strategy of I'll play one more year. We'll have fun in LA. I get $4 million and we're going to like move into a home and probably stay there.
And if there's an opportunity, because I don't think LA is going to be that great this year. If they, heaven forbid, happen to miss, he's going to get traded to a contender anyway.
And he'll go to a contender. Yeah, you're right. For 4 months and try to win and then he'll be done.
Stan Bowman appeared on 100% Hockey with John Shannon and Darren Millard. He was asked about the goalies going into training camp and if it would be the same tandem. And he said, and I quote, "That's the way it looks right now. Never say never. We looked at a lot of different options and I think they were a good thing, but I think there were a lot of good things that happened last year. I felt maybe a little bit of a different look would be good for the organization. That's in terms of the goaltending coach change. So that is done. He's going to be a very collaborative guy, which I like. I feel like we can be collaborative, group a little bit differently and get an upgrade there. So doesn't look like there's going to be a new goalie."
Makes sense. Again, like 26-year-old Stuart Skinner. He's had some good regular seasons. He has room to grow in the playoffs. I'm not a fan of just throwing it out for the sake of throwing it out. The other thing that Gregor brought this up to me, one of the other new coaches, Connor Allen, talked about, or Knobloch talked with Gregor about how he's going to work a lot like individually with a lot of players to try and improve their skill set and like skill development. That just has me thinking like, what if he teaches Vasily Podkolzin how to be good around the net? We could be talking about 20 goals for Podkolzin.
Just your point about not making change for change's sake. Stan Bowman continued. "One thing I noticed in Edmonton is there are a lot of focus on the goaltending. I understand that. I do. Respect the fans' passion. I wouldn't want it any other way where they're indifferent to the team. But to change something just to change it, I don't know that I've ever been a big fan of that. You have to be confident that the change is making an improvement. When we looked around at the options, there was nothing that made sense." So there you go.
I agree.
Again, not a lot going on in the summer, so I'm going to dive into I'm going to ask you guys a question. Our old pal, Warren Fogle, got married last week. Some of our current friends were there. So I have Bouchard there. Some of our former friends were there. Darnell Nurse was there as well. I saw in the photo. Ryan McLeod was there. Cody Ceci was there. A bunch of guys were there. My question, do you think they kept the Kings players and the Oilers players kind of separated? How do you think they mingled? Like if you're going up to the bar, I got a toonie bar at Warren Fogle's wedding.
Probably did, yeah.
Go up, you're getting yourself a cocktail. Evan Bouchard's there. Quentin Byfield standing beside him. You go, "Hey, Thanks for not chipping that out in game 4.
I do think guys are like nowadays. I think players are also used to like always interacting with each other. That like there probably was like an Oilers table and a Kings table,
Probably.
but like I'm sure there's not like a moment on the D floor where like Philip Deneau bumps someone and is like, "Hey," I'm sure they're pretty.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, for anybody that is at that level, I don't think they would have shown up to Warren Fogle's wedding specifically. Like if you were that pissed off at Fogle and
Like
Or
from
if
an
you're
Oilers
going
side.
and you're like, I'm going to start shit.
yeah, like I guess I like again, and in this day and age of social media and all that, I don't imagine that many people are gonna do that kind of stuff in any kind of a scenario where it's gonna be recorded. But yeah, I imagine that they still have some fun with each other and are still boys and we'll toss a couple barbs across the table at each other, but it's never gonna be anything that's gonna blow up.
I like to think there's beef. And they stand on either sides of the gymnasium like boys and girls at a
The
JV
Oilers go
dance.
up and request Pink Pony Club, and that's the
right.
whole thing.
Oh, that would have been. But like also not out of the realm of possibilities that song does get played.
It just gets played in the rotation.
Fogle definitely has to tell the DJ like no.
It's true.
Or he forgot, like he wasn't that dialed into the details. Like his missus was handling all the lifting.
Do not playlist is Chicken Dance and a Pink Pony Club.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your do not playlist, Tyler?
Chicken Dance for sure.
I was really looking forward to
I'm just gonna come and do it a cappella for you.
Yeah.
I think
Pro bono.
I think YMCA is okay. I think that can be a jam. Macarena, no. Cadillac Ranch.
Cha-cha slide?
I don't think I
2
want
times.
it.
Let's go.
Are you gonna cha-cha real smooth? Yeah, you are. Yeah,
I don't think so.
You can't get away from
We
it.
can all be clapping. Everybody's having a good time with the cha-cha slide.
Okay, maybe it's in then.
All right.
Little Chris Brown, Forever,
Forever.
from The Office.
Oh, that's the other thing. I've put a hard like. No one
No
is dancing
flash
down the
mobs.
aisle. No flash mobs. That shit drives. That's the worst. That's the. It says a lot about you if you do it. I think.
The other thing that is, if you don't listen to Real Life, I'm curious about Dan's take on it because we haven't really spoken to Dan on Mike about it. We're less than a month away from the Hole in One challenge.
Yep.
You are doing it the week after you come back from your honeymoon.
Mhm.
You're going to get some rounds of golf in on your honeymoon, so your game's going to be dialed in. If you don't know, Tyler is going to try and get a hole in one. We're going out to Cattail. We're taking over a hole for 24 hours. Dan, when you think of Tyler's hole in one challenge, what comes to mind?
Well, first of all, I know Tyler is one of the most I don't want to say stubborn, but like dedicated guys that is going to see this through from start to finish.
Yes.
Whereas I think some of the people that do this challenge will get discouraged after 3 and 4 hours of, not jarring it, getting close, but not close enough kind of mentality. I think Tyler is locked in. And so if we reach the 22, the 23 hour mark, that guy is you're going to be putting hundreds of balls on the green to try and make this happen. So there's a lot of personal pride that rides on it. And one of the things that I think that people don't see necessarily in front of the camera so much, maybe it's because he's your boss, maybe it isn't, but it's just a real personal pride to be able to beat Jay in everything and anything.
Oh, I think that comes through in real life for sure.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, there is just a real personal pride on the line here, and Jay has no ability to affect it whatsoever. It's all in Tyler's court. So I'm all aboard.
I'm Team Tyler on this for the record on ONR. I think he's going to do it.
I think I would guess within, I'll say 14 hours. 14 hours is my.
I know. And also, so one of the things I got to build up a schedule for the producers of this.
Yes.
And the toughest shift to fill is the final one, being who wants to produce this from 1 to 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, what is technically Tuesday morning. So I do think there is some serious pressure on me. In the name of being confident, I might only schedule a producer to 1 a.m. I might make it a 19-hour challenge.
There you go.
Wow.
Again, if it gets to 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm not doing it anyways. I don't think I can do it late. I think if it's not done by 8 o'clock that night, I think I'm cooked.
Oh no.
So I need to get it early.
This is a shift in the.
I know. I just know I need to get it early while my swing is still in good shape.
All right.
No, because you can take breaks.
I can take as many breaks as I want.
That's
yes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could take an hour, go have a nap, pop a tent?
He's gonna
have a
sleep on
tent
stream.
the
I
course?
gotta sleep on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Do it tarps off too.
I'm gonna have like a lawn chair right behind me where like I'll definitely be sitting.
Yeah, it's just a place of rest.
Yep.
Are you having massage?
I'll do that.
Ooh.
I mean, what?
That
was real quick.
He didn't even finish the sentence.
Why? Sorry, I missed that last part. I was zoned out.
But yeah, I think again, also it'll just be fun, and we're raising money for Sports Central.
That's right.
That's the big thing.
We're gonna have some fun challenges. Like if you want to come watch, participate, we're gonna have options to participate in it. So we'll have more details as we get closer. But we're less than a month out. The hole-in-one challenge we're gonna be talking about a lot over the next month because there's not a lot else to talk about. You know.
It's our throw the ball over the river of 2025.
And while you're waiting and you're sitting here listening at this and you're probably yelling at your headphones or your radio or your car about why won't you guys talk about the thing? What's to say? The verdict came out yesterday. All the players are currently, as we speak today, not eligible to play in the National Hockey League. And that's per TSN.
Yeah, the NHL put out a statement saying they're not. So if people wanted conversation about it, I interacted with the YouTube chat. I did 20 minutes on it today on Oilers Nation every day. I think, again, is there a ton of value? And I said this on ONE, but I was like, if you're coming to like ONE and to an extent this show for like an eloquent take on the way sexual assault cases are handled in Canada and like whether that's right or wrong or like any of this stuff, if the judge was correct, this probably isn't the podcast for that. And neither is ONE. You know what I mean? Like, we like to keep it fun. All the facts are out there for you to find yourself. And I also find that the people who have like staunch opinions of it on either side, they're not going to be persuaded. So
I just think what's to say.
I think that the one thing I would encourage people to do is go ahead and do some reading yourself and inform yourself on what happened in this case. Even just in hearing Tyler speak on Oilers Nation every day, talking about the publication ban being lifted and now being able to hear some of the stuff that was occurring during the case.
It was a mess of a trial.
It really is. And so I just I agree. I think that our opinions are just one opinion that is just added to the chasm of thousands of opinions that are out there. The important things to remember are that there was a case that was carried out here. You can go ahead and do your own research and come to your own conclusions on it. And yeah, there's 29 more days until the appeal can be filed. And so I think we wait until that ends and then you see what the PA does and what the league does.
Yep. Here's what I'll say. If something happens, we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Nothing happened outside of who got the verdict yesterday. That's where we'll leave it.
But yeah, the NHL statement, they're ineligible. So
let's pivot. Let's talk some betting.
All right.
I want to talk baseball, Tyler.
Oh, thank God.
Betting segment is presented by our friends at Bet365. Whatever the bet, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use the code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Please play responsibly. We're going to start off with an Oilers one because it is Oilers Nation Radio. Kind of leads into the conversation we had earlier. We're just going to play Guess That Line. Edmonton Oilers, 100 plus points. Now, if you guys want a little teaser, so I'll help you. I'm a helpful fella. They are heavily favored to do this before you give your guess. Guess that line, Tyler. Oilers
minus
score
320. Minus 320.
Yeah.
I'd go a little bit lower than that, minus 250.
If we're playing Price is Right rules, Dan wins because he did not go over the line as we speak today on July 25th is minus 310. Tyler, you were right there.
Well, I was close. They're massive favorites to do it. One of my favorite ones on that, though, I talked about this Wednesday on DFO Live. Montreal is plus 650, I believe, to be a 100-point team next year. They were a 91-point team last year. Demidov, second year of Hudson. They got Dobson. They got Bolduc. Montreal's my favorite one on that list.
There you go. Little insider tip from Tyler to watch out for if you're into the futures. All right, let's talk some baseball. Currently, Jays red hot. Dan's even wearing his Jays jersey today. I was wearing a Jays hoodie yesterday. Big Jays office here in the summer, I've noticed.
And they're doing so much to like be likable. And once in, I won't even say like casual fans, but like people who don't like follow the team on the day or whatever, like they're drawing you in. Like they're fun to watch.
Yes. They are fun. Demolished Detroit yesterday.
And they have personality and they play the game in like a fun old school style. It's awesome.
It's just like the basketball equivalent to me. It's just the same idea. It's Canada getting excited about Canada's team.
To win the AL East, Tyler, The Jays are currently favored at minus 150. Yankees up next at plus 140. Red Sox plus 2,000. Then it drops with the Rays at 2,500. And the Orioles, not a great year, plus 35,000. How do you feel about Jays favored to win the AL East?
And I had someone tweet me yesterday. They were like, calm down. It's July. Okay, first off, it's July 25th. We're also past the 100 game mark of the season. So like, again, if this was 30 games into the year, I'd be like, pump the brakes. If it was
30 games into the year, we were done.
They were cooked. 60, 70 games in, I'd be like, okay, the fact they've been doing this now consistently and seemingly getting better and better, they've come out of the All-Star break. They're 6-1 despite playing a decent Giants team, a Yankees team that's right there for the division, and they beat the Tigers yesterday, who were the best team in baseball, or the best team in the American League coming out of the break. Like, they're consistently doing it. They're getting better. We know this front office can be aggressive when they need to be. I think they have a legitimate shot. They have such a well-rounded lineup. If they can get a couple bullpen arms here, it's like legitimate chance to win some playoff rounds. Also, a guy like Vladdy hasn't been hot. If Vladdy heats up, we know he can single-handedly carry an offense through a slump.
If I could only think of one handsome left-handed pitcher I'd love to see them at, I wonder who that'd be. Could be anyone.
It's so funny because like Cleveland is selling, so people ask me that. There's no way. Also, he's doing great in Cleveland. Don't mess with a good thing.
That's good.
I'd love to see it.
But he's doing great in Cleveland too. Shout out to Eric Sprensky. World Series odds. Dodgers favored plus 210.
Which is insane championship odds for a team. And like, wow.
Tigers next up, plus 800. Then the Mets. But then the Jays. They are fourth on the list at plus 1,000.
Damn. That's...
The betting public is starting to believe, Tyler.
Yeah. And like, again, understandably so, because the American League is like so wide open. Like, every team feels so flawed. And then there's this Jays team that keeps finding a way. So I'm intrigued to see what they end up doing at the deadline. Because if they go make like a big 2015-esque ad, I think you're going to see the excitement and the energy just hit a totally different level.
Well, because we're like, for casual fans, like I would consider myself a casual fan. I always have the Jays on in the background, but casual fan.
Yeah.
Now's the time that I think baseball is starting to get the most fun. Is this like home stretch into the playoffs?
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the Jays, I encourage you to do it. They're fun. They're a good time. And you get home from work, 5:07 start. It's perfect.
Eat dinner, watch the Jays. And then if you miss it, Sportsnet does those great Jays in 30. So even if you
100%.
didn't watch the game, in 22 minutes, if you PVR it, you watch basically every pitch from the game. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Segment was presented by Bet365. Whatever your bets, never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use the code NATION at Bet365. Must be 19 years old or older. Please play responsibly. Leaning into Ask the Idiots a little bit more this week because we don't have a whole lot going on. And I want to tell you about the Oilersnation Open. If you are waiting to get a team in, I encourage you not to do that. This thing is going to sell out again this year. It is one of the best days on the calendar. It is the Friday leading into the September long weekend, so it's the ultimate green light. We're going to spend the day out at Millwoods Golf Course. We're going to have a great time. You could bid on an auction to golf with Tyler and Patty Puff or with Chalmers and Jay. Going to have a friendly little competition between those two teams. Go on over to nationgear.ca to get all the details. Join us for what is one of the greatest days on the Oilers Nation calendar. And as an added bonus, you got to watch Jason Gregor cry. You might be doing it in lime green glasses. You never know. You never know. I like this question that's first up. If you need a minute to think about it, I got an answer. Just give you guys some time. This one comes in from Alan. Tyler, what Oilers or NHL in general, what Oilers or NHL moment lives in your head rent-free?
So many ways you could go with this.
I'll start if you need some time to think about it. The one for me, and it's not even close, Patrick Steffen.
Yeah.
I just have to say the name and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You will never forget that moment as long as you live. You might forget some big playoff goals and things like that. You will never forget that.
I've forgotten countless goals. One thing that I always do in August for the site is like, I'll go on YouTube and I'll find like compilations that people do of all of Connor's goals from the season. I'll watch them like, oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. I forget about most goals.
Yep.
Patrick Steffen, I will never forget.
No.
You can say the name and you already know. Tyler, Dan, what moment lives rent free in your head? Doesn't have to be Oilers either.
Yeah, I'm trying to like rack my brain for like when I think about something that's like maybe a little bit more random. Because the one that I always think about when I think of like a great Oilers goal, because it's one of the first great Oilers goals that I remember. Maybe it is the first. That Alex Hemsky goal, Game 6 in 06.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being 8-9 years old, just being like, I love this guy. Like Al. And he was like my favorite player growing up, but like Alex Hemsky, wow, what a goal. And like the big moment with the win and all that. So the Hemsky goal is always one that like is at the forefront of my brain. Another moment, Eberle's first career NHL goal.
One of the best.
Because again, we were so starved for like the youth and the excitement. And he does that first game and you're just like, this is it. We're going to be great. And then obviously we know what happened.
The funny part is, I don't remember who asked him the question years. I think it was last season when they showed him the anniversary of his first goal. He goes, yeah, I'm glad that was my rookie season. I probably would have passed it or dumped it in at this point.
Yeah. He's like, I don't do that shit anymore.
Two more real quick. Todd Marchant, Game 7. I'm old enough to remember that. And it's tied in my brain because it was the same day I got an N64. Big day.
Hey, you said this. You basically didn't leave your TV for like 14 hours.
That's right. Cujo, that save.
Unreal.
Everybody knows it in the crease. Dan, is there one that lives rent free in your head?
I'm really scrambling to try and find the box score, but I can't. There's one, the one for sure that sticks in my head is the 3 a.m. Nova Scotia time that I watched the Oilers win Game 3 against the San Jose Sharks to be able to, in triple overtime, to be able to keep that series alive and keep that dream alive in 06. But for me, I was not able to go to a lot of games growing up. Our family it wasn't a priority. And I remember going or being gifted tickets to go and see a preseason game the year that Jason Arnott was drafted. And Igor Ulanov got an intent to injure penalty during that game where he tried to smash the stick over the head of a guy.
Are you not allowed to do that?
That stuck with me. And then at the end of that period, as the Oilers were kind of bickering going off the ice, Jason Arnott flipped the bird to the San Jose Sharks. And I just thought it was the greatest thing as a kid. Like, oh my God, there's this rookie hockey player and he's just flipped off the other team and I'm flipping off the San Jose Sharks too. And that just always stuck with me. So intent to injure from Igor Ulanov and then Jason Arnott flipping off the San Jose Sharks during a preseason game.
I remember, I'm trying to think now of random memories of games I've been to. Ilya Brizgalov getting put into a game for the Oilers for the first time when they pulled whoever the goalie was. I just remember the crowd giving him a standing ovation.
Yep.
I don't know why that one
Connor
sticks.
McDavid's goal, first game back after breaking his collarbone against Columbus. Like one of the prettiest goals I've ever seen.
I have a vivid memory of one game that I went to see in 2003, flew out to Edmonton to come see it. The Oilers lost to the Minnesota Wild 1-0 in overtime. And it was the most painful game I've ever seen in my entire life. The Minnesota Wild.
This
sucks.
one we talked about recently, but I think we were at the game together because I think we were sitting at Uncle Carrie's table. The goal where Leon Draisaitl puts the net back on and then floats out to the bottom of the circle and rips it top shelf. No, I'll never forget watching that one live.
Yeah, that's another great one. I'd like to hear from you. This is a fun question. What Oilers moments live rent free in your mind? Next up. Oh, lost my screen. Oh, here we go. Next up, Dan, I'm flipping over to you. This one comes in from Chris. It's kind of evil, but it's okay. We do Oilersnation Radio. This video goes up on YouTube. There's clips that get distributed. Now, there's the context. Would you rather wear a Flames jersey for all the shows for a month or have to go Leafs go before every show for a month? That one comes in from Chris.
I think I'm going to go with the audio clip just because the visual is so revolting. And as a person that lost a bet during one of our nation vacations down to Calgary, we had a Flames fan that was wearing the Kachuk jersey. I don't know if you remember that one on our trip. And I had a bet that we would win the game. We didn't. So I had to wear a Flames hat on the bus ride home. And the photos still haunt me to this day. And I'm not even on Twitter anymore. So I would pick Go Leafs Go before every
for me, it's Go Leafs Go. Easy. I don't want any visuals of me in a Flames jersey.
Yeah, that's a very easy one for me to agree with.
Like, just think of that one game Jay went to with like people from ATB or something to a Flames game and he got caught on TV. Like those pictures still cruise around.
Oh yeah.
We were the ones that were clipping the videos. So
another fun question. Well, yeah. Sometimes you got to throw Jay under the bus. Another fun question. Tyler, I'll start with you.
Yep.
What is the best afternoon you could plan for yourself with $50?
Best afternoon I can plan for myself $50. It's a nice sunny afternoon.
Nice sunny afternoon. Nothing to do.
I'm going to go to the driving range.
Yep. Little bucket of balls.
Golfing. Bucket of balls. We're talking maybe $12 for a big bucket.
Yep.
I'm going to hit that bucket. It's going to be great. And then I'm going to stop at a liquor store. I'm going to get myself a couple of really cold beers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go home. I'm going to put on my rollerblades. I'm going to rollerblade to the edge of the park by my house that overlooks Big Lake on the west end of St. Albert. There's a bench I like to sit on. I will drink those 4 beers and then rollerblade home. That's my afternoon.
I think you even got money to spare.
I have money to order food so that when I get home, I have dinner from wherever I order from.
There you go. Dan, your best afternoon for $50?
Man, I've just sound like an absolute stoner saying this, but it would be to go grab a nice blunt from my local cannabis store. So run about $20 there. And same thing as you, Tyler, actually. I would go out and do some physical activity, head out into the Mill Creek Ravine and just go for a little dash. Have my puff mid dash and come back. I don't know. There's just something about a nice sunny day, get some physical activity into you and get a little bit of cannabis into you.
There's nothing better than and I think it's partially because we work in an industry that's not we're not working with our hands and getting sweaty. So getting a sweat on and feeling like you earned a treat, that's big for me mentally.
Totally.
It's true.
So I actually really liked your idea, and it was on my list too, of bucket of balls. I love the driving range.
Yeah.
Bucket of balls, no problem. Then I would also grab either a sixer, something like that. It's a nice sunny day. A roast chicken.
Oh,
just
that's good living. I didn't even think of dinner.
I'm going to caveman my dinner.
That's a good
so
one.
we're getting about close to $50. Maybe I got a little change left. I'll get myself a Slurpee, and then I'm just going to sit in my chair, sit in the sun, and enjoy my life. Sounds like a lovely afternoon.
I think with my extra profit, I would just go to Costco and grab hot dogs.
A couple of hot dogs. Come on.
That's my default.
Yeah.
I have to find somebody with a membership now, though, to be able to sneak me in.
I got you. You just piggyback on mine.
There we go.
I don't buy a lot of food at Costco. I buy like paper towel and shit when I'm there.
Fair enough. Yeah. The essentials.
Yeah. I don't need 6 gallons of mustard, generally speaking, most of the time.
Just 3.
Final question. Dan, I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
What is your favorite summer beer, cocktail, or drink? This one comes in from Nick. He says, for example, I love Kona Big Waves, but I only drink them in the summer.
I think I'm a summer guy. I can do any kind of beer if it's got a little bit of Clamato in it. If I add some clom juice. Yeah. But for me, my go-to drink, and it's just always been, is a Long Island iced tea because I'm a fancy boy. So
it only takes a couple of those to get the engines primed.
It's true. It's very true.
Tyler, what's the best summer drink?
2. One, because I mean, classic is I love a cold beer. I'll drink a cold beer any hour of the day. I like making a little boozy iced coffee.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is transfusion. Real big in the golf world. You do shot of vodka, however much vodka you want, grape juice, lime juice, and then you just top it to give it some fizz with some ginger ale.
Oh, really?
It is unbelievable.
I've never heard of that.
Never had that.
It will be the cocktail, the specialty cocktail at my wedding because Amber and I drink them so much.
Well, I don't remember the last time I drank grape juice, so I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It hits though. Hot summer day.
Turn that into prune juice and be good.
Summer drinks I like that are both like a nice sangria for me. I love that in the summer. Delicious.
Good living.
A nice cold beer. That's non-IPA. Love that. A Slurpee, is that kind of drink? Like perfect summer drink.
Yeah, that is a good drink.
I'm not the biggest Slurpee guy in the world, but I'll say once every 3 weeks, there'll just be a day where I walk outside and I'm like, it's a fucking Slurpee day.
Yep. Add a little Long Island iced tea mix to your Slurpee. It's Coke Slurpee.
Boozy up your Slurpee. Now all of a sudden you're having a great day.
Yeah. Yep.
You are having a wonderful, wonderful time.
You're welcome.
You get to eliminate. This one comes in from Craig.
We need to eliminate somebody, Tyler. Let's go.
Well, you got to eliminate something.
Okay.
Oh.
The rest of your life.
Oh.
You're only allowed to have wings or pizza. Which one is it?
I'm pizza. I'm staying pizza every day because pizza, just the variety is.
A lot of variety.
Can't even touch it.
Many flavors of wings, though.
There is, but
Tyler's really thinking about this one.
You
love wings.
Stressing him out.
Pizza because it's a full meal. I love the move of beginning of the weekend. You just order a shitload of pizza and then it just carries you for a few meals to bridge your gaps. I love going out for wings, but I'm not giving up having pizza in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if we're saying wings, like, can I still do chicken tenders? Right?
I feel like, yes.
Yeah, I think
So then I can just do like
Tendy is not a wing.
No,
So
yeah,
like I can still do sauced up chicken tenders. Yeah.
fair enough.
Chop a chicken tender into 3. It's a boneless wing.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm going pizza. I don't think this is a hard question.
Yeah.
All right. Ask the idiots. There you go. Some questions, a little shenanigans in there. Submit them. Just slide on into my DMs and I'll ask the boys, get their first take. Again, go to nationgear.ca. Book your spot on the Oilers Nation Open. Help us raise some money for Gregor's Grads. It's a great charity here in the city. We're going to have a great day out in Mill Woods. And again, it is the Friday leading into the long weekend. Going to wrap up the podcast with our hot and cold performers for our friends at Swiss Donair. I feel like today's a Swiss Donair day. I love Swiss Donair. Friday just screams Donair to me. I'm going to head on out there. Swiss Donair is home of the old school Donair with all kinds of options. You want to add some flair. Open for 25 years and 7 days a week. Pride of the North Side. Swiss Donair is great for your events at home or office. Note this part of the copy where it says home or office.
You could be the best boss ever.
Office. Check out their location at 8304 144th Ave Northwest or order online at swissdonair.com. Office. When's Jay back from his holiday anyway?
I have no idea.
I'm going to steal his credit card. Let's wrap up the podcast. We always do with our veggies. Time for the cold performers. Dan, I'm looking at you first. There goes my bottle. Cold performer of the week.
My cold performer of the week is going to go to, I don't know even know how to describe it. I needed to grab a couple of things from the grocery store the other day. One of those things included getting some mayonnaise. And I don't know if I've been more paralyzed in my life than when I stepped in front of the mayonnaise section of the grocery store and was met with 4 different varieties of 4 different brands of 4 different sizes of jars of 4 different sale prices. And it was all just designed. It feels like, sorry, I should say as an old man giving my cold performer of the week here, it feels like it's designed to confuse the shit out of me. And every single product, except for the largest variety of each type of mayonnaise, was on sale, but the price didn't touch the largest variety of the mayonnaise at the end of the day. None of the sale prices touched it. So I ended up with a giant jar of mayonnaise and a whole bunch of confusion in about 20 minutes of me just angrily standing in front of mayonnaise at a grocery store. It's outrageous. It's silly. I feel like the solutions to our price problems are right in front of our eyes with things like this. So you're going to get grocery stores and the way that you allow just SKUs after SKU after SKU to be added to these products gets my cold performer of the week.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Stephen A. feels you.
I really feel like I channeled my inner Liam there. Just had to get a little bit longer in my cold performer because he's not here.
Do you go real mayonnaise or you go Miracle Whip?
I am a Miracle Whip guy, but my entire family is all mayonnaise family. So we have to find balance.
I've changed. I was Miracle Whip family guy.
Ooh.
Hellman's now.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I haven't heard very many people shift away from Miracle Whip.
Yeah,
it's usually the other way.
Now.
I eat mayonnaise. Like if I go to a restaurant, mayonnaise on it, I eat it, whatever. I never keep it in the house.
You don't just go in there with a spoon.
No.
Oh.
Like if I'm making a sandwich, I'll butter the bread or margarine. I'm also not a butter guy. Margarine. And then I'll do like barbecue sauce.
You don't like butter because it's pretentious in its little cubby.
I want to dive deeper into this butter take.
It's always so much harder to spread unless you keep it on the counter. I also didn't grow up in like a butter household. I grew up in a margarine household. So like margarine, you just crack open the thing. It's always easy to spread. It tastes good. I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
I've just never strayed from my ways. But yeah, mayonnaise, I go with other condiments.
All right. Tyler, you're up. For Swiss Donair, cold performer of the week.
Lack of creativity in the movie world. I'm all good with Happy Gilmore too. It's been a long time. I feel like you could maybe tell an interesting story here. I saw a poster the other day that they're bringing back Air Bud.
Finally.
No.
Is it a golden retriever or a different dog?
Another golden retriever.
All right.
I feel like that story's been told. I feel like we can get a little bit more creativity in the movie world. Why do we need a follow-up to the first Air Bud?
Oh, that's cold.
I'm just saying, what if it includes zombies?
Tyler doesn't want dogs to find work.
It reminds me of a very funny TikTok I've seen, and it's like POV. You're in the back seat after your team just lost to Airbud and your dad is pissed. And it's like the dad yelling at him, being like, it's a dog. He's got paws. And the kid's like, he's just so fast.
I agree with you. Like I was watching TV. I was watching Big Brother. I like the three noms, by the way. I like this.
Oh, it's
for the
real
battle of the
good.
block.
It's way better.
It makes the Sunday episodes early
way more
in the
interesting.
season way better.
So anyway, I was watching that and it was a commercial break and I saw Freakier Friday.
Jesus.
Oh,
Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and what's her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Came out. It's a fine film for its time.
Yep.
Who was asking for a sequel 2 decades later?
I think Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Tremendous point.
Who's asking for this outside of them?
No, like again, what part of the story did you not tell the first time?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you need a follow-up.
AI, as it wasn't involved in the first
But
one.
now it happens with kids. And it's multiple Freakies and Fridays.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So anyway, I agree with Tyler. Cold performer of the week. Simple. I'm just going to say RIP Ozzy. I mean, part of me, now you could listen to my full eulogy I did as Satan on Better Late Than Never. It was about 10 minutes. I had a little rant. It's amazing the guy lived until the age he did, given the life he had. And if you don't know, you can do the research on your own time. There's plenty to read. All you need to know. A lot of miles on that body. A lot of miles, and the old body chemistry shifted several times over the years. So RIP Ozzy. Prince of Darkness.
What the hell is going on?
All right. Wrap up the podcast with some positives. Tyler, you're up first. Hop from the week.
I'm going to give it to a new friend of the nation. His name is Bo Lardner. He's a golf pro out of New York. He's a diehard Oilers fan. He became an Oilers fan because when he was playing college hockey in New York, again, born and raised out east, he had a roommate who was from Kitimat, BC, diehard Oilers fan. And every night after their college hockey practices, if the Oilers were playing, he's like, I'd have to sit down and watch this team. And they were awful. It was like 2012, 2013, 2014. But he just kind of fell in love with the energy around the Oilers. Anyways, he's a golf pro and he got to work on the TV show Stick with Owen Wilson.
Cool.
And the main character of the show is named Santi. He's the kid in all of it. He had never golfed before on the show. So Apple hired Bo, who he only has 3,500 Instagram followers. He's not like a big golf pro, whatever, or he's not like a big celebrity golf teacher, but he taught this kid how to golf. And now he's getting shout outs on Good Morning America and stuff because the show's a hit and the kid's golfing is so believable. So shout out to an Oilers fan doing some cool stuff. And Bo,
He's a hot guy.
I interviewed him 2 weeks ago on Oilers Nation Every Day if you want to go find it.
He's a hot guy.
Whoops. I had 2 buttons. Dan, you're up. Hop from the week.
Mine is just going to simply go out to Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park, who just absolutely hit on every single second of their first episode of season 27, of which we are in line for another 49 episodes, thanks to their deal that they signed with Paramount Plus. Great deal, Paramount Plus, $1.5 billion. Thank you. Protect Matt Stone and Trey Parker with everything we have.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
I don't really have a hot performer for the week. I'm just going to give everybody who's still riding with us in July just a quick hot performer.
It's a good one.
If you're still with us,
if you made it through the whole episode,
grinding through, I'm going to give you a quick button. But I'm going to do another. There's a quick button for you. I'm going to do another cold performer though, because Dan mentioned South Park. I wanted to watch it. I found out last night they pulled it off the Comedy Network in Canada. What? Did not know. So then I'm like, how do I watch this? And I Google, as you do. It's in Canada, you have to stream on Paramount Plus. So I'm like, how much is this going to cost me? $12.99 a month. And I say, no, I refuse to do it. I will steal it, allegedly.
Yo ho ho, join me in the open seas.
I will be pirating, allegedly, in my opinion, for my personal use. It will not be distributed for legal purposes. Streaming services are out of control. We made it an hour.
Wow. Our numbers, episode over episode, don't actually fall off really in the summer. So great shout out, BM. Thank you to everybody who keeps listening.
How about another one for them then, Tyler?
Also, we made it to an hour.
Sure did.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad. You got the 3-man B squad in for today. No news. None to talk about. Leaned in on Ask the Idiots. Talk little Jays. Tyler, if you would do me a favor, would you wrap up the podcast maybe with some words of hope leading into the weekend?
Bye.
Enjoy nature.
Have a great weekend, everybody.